giving a speech down to the Center for Women in Charleston, South Carolina. And I had a break. So I normally when I'm in a new city, I just drive and drive and drive until I find something that I think is interesting. Nothing touristy. Usually I find something nature or water or something. So I drive and I stumble upon apparently like a iconic tree in Charleston. Anyone ever see this tree?
Oh my God,
Charleston?
it's so amazing.
So this tree, you gotta see it. It's worth the trip. This tree is a massive tree with branches and trunks all over the place. It's the size of this room, right? The tree is the size of this room.
Way bigger.
And the branches, they go up and they go down and they go up again. So half of these massive branches are on the ground, and then this tree just keeps going up and up and up and up. Beautiful, 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 beautiful tree. So I'm like, I find the tree. There's no sign saying there's the tree, make a left to see the tree. I find the tree, because that was back in the days when I used to let the universe into my life. Now I've kind of cut it out, but when I let the universe into my life, the universe would bring me to the tree. So I'm experiencing the tree. I have to tell you, I am so high because this tree exists. I am so high. So there's signs over, don't touch the tree. Oh man. I swear the sign said don't talk too loud near the tree. Oh my God. So there are these signs like everywhere. I mean, it's like human word litter all around this gentle tree, telling us what not to do by the tree. So now, at the time, I think my son was just starting to get out of like pre-imaginative play, but he used to play with his friends these games that he would just get lost for hours in his imagination, these scavenger hunts and all this cool stuff. So in the tree, there's about 10 boys, and I'm happy to report that they were probably in high school, because that makes the story even more interesting. 10 boys playing in the tree, literally playing. They had 2 teams, and they were capturing each other, and they had all sorts of rules, all sorts of rules. I just stood there and listened to the boys. It was like Lord of the Rings on steroids, okay? The things that they were doing. And if anyone caught you with a leg on the mulch on the ground, you were out, you were dead. So the whole object was they had to just spend all of their time in the tree for the game. And I was like, this is like, it doesn't get any better than this. This was like an explosive moment for me. High school kids are not doing drugs.
Yeah, right.
They're all normal looking, like everyday kids, kind of just in a tree playing. No one's looking at their cell phones, and they're enjoying this tree that is there for them, right? So I'm like, I knew the trip was worthwhhile. So I decided I'm just going to sit down for a little while, and then some people come on their lunch break, okay? So it's 2 women and a man. And they're like, oh my God, didn't they see the sign? What are the boys doing in the tree? What should we do? Should we call someone? Maybe we should call someone. My best Southern accent. So I'm like, seriously? These kids are not on their cell phones. These kids are not doing drugs. These kids are not in their basements on video games. And you have a problem because this sign tells them they should not touch the tree, right? So I said, I can butt out of most people's business.
You said they're my kids.
All 10 of those 14 to 16-year-olds are my kids. Don't I look good? Don't I look good? That should have been my answer.
With a New York accent.
Yeah, with a New York accent, no less. So I clearly don't belong. So this was one of those times where I was just not going to let the moment go. So I just said, I said, the tree is here. It's been here for hundreds of years. I said, there's so many worse things they could be doing, right? And the one woman turned to the other. She's like, they're having fun. And all three of them turned over and immediately supported the boys playing in the tree.
Oh, good.
Right? So
Thank
it was just so interesting that I knew right then and there that these three people who were there in their lunch hour, that their part of their identification in being good people was following rules.
Right.
That's how they identified themselves as being worthy. They weren't thinking through the tree. They weren't thinking through the boys. They just felt good about themselves because they were obeying, and then they were going to implement somebody else's rule. No judgment, sweetheart. And don't judge my southern accent either, okay? All right, we're going to take a break so you guys can have some lemonade and coffee.